Good morning. Welcome to another Ben Jacobson photo and new school photography review. This one's going to be real quick. This is for how I attach my camera straps, because I know some people have seen my Spectra hand straps and have asked some questions and even asked to purchase them. So I just wanted to walk you through real quick how I attach them and why I like them so much. I'll also have some detail shots in this review posted to the site so that you can see how this works in detail. But I have two different sizes on here, and in a minute I'll show you why I have both. But this is it's a real quick and easy system to put a camera strap, neck strap, or hand strap onto a body really fast. For today I have my Canon A2 with my Tamron 70-300 on this just for the demo, because I'm obviously using my 5D to shoot this video. So let's go through this real quick. As I said, there's two small loops on one lug of the camera. I use the left hand lug, and I'll show you in a minute why. And there's two different, I use both a neck strap and a hand strap with the system. So first I'll show you the neck strap. This is just a run-of-the-mill Optech neck strap. This has the webbing connectors, but this works very well with the Pro loops as well. So you take your neck strap, you line up your two ends like this. You just stick your fingers through the ends, and then you stick the loop through the two ends like that. It's a little difficult to do standing up like this. Come on. Alright, once you pass that through, you then have the loop with the two straps on it. You then pass the neck strap through the loop. And now this is on the bigger of my two loops on the camera body. And you pull the slack through. Now that's attached to one side, and then you can see I wear it over my shoulder like this. Get my hood out of the way here. Wear it over my shoulder like this. It allows it to swing out of the way, and then when you go to shoot, you can swing it around and fire away. And like I said earlier, I attach it to the left side of my camera because your hand controls are all on the right side. So when you go vertical, it's below you and it's not draped across the back of your camera, which is especially important on a DSLR. And then when you go horizontally, it's safe there too. You can see this is a little short on me right now because I usually use a hand strap as well. You can adjust that either by adjusting the length of your shoulder strap or the length of this loop. I like to keep these loops as short as possible just so they're out of the way when I'm not using a strap. For instance, when I landscape, I don't use any neck strap or hand strap. They just get in the way and rattle around the camera as you're shooting in any wind. So I like to keep as many things off my camera body as possible. So I'll leave the two tiny little loops there because they're so small they don't get in the way, but everything else comes off. So that's the shoulder strap. Take that off really quick. You just grab the loop that's on the camera, you grab the other loop, you pull some slack in it. It's a little fidgety. Like I said, not being able to sit down or crouch down because I'm doing it for the video. Then you just pull the strap out like that and the strap's off. And now you're back to having just the two loops on the body. Now the other thing I do is I use hand straps as well. So generally I'll use the small loop with the hand straps. Let me go ahead and put that on. Just open the loop up, pass this through like that, and now you have a hand strap. Now again, you can put this on either side. If I'm using the hand strap, generally I'll walk around like this. As you can see, it goes around my wrist and I hold the lens like that. When I go to shoot, I'll actually take it off, shoot, and then put it back on my hand if I'm using it on the left hand side of the body. If I want to just have a hand strap that I don't remove, I'll go ahead and switch this over to the other side, use the same, put your hand through a technique like that, and then you can shoot. And then if you're shooting like that and you let go, it's attached to your body. The straps I'm using, this is, in the least case, it's Spectra, and it can hold about 2,000–3,000 pounds. So you really don't have to worry about that breaking. The loops here, the gray one I have here is again Spectra, and it's loaded for I think around 500 pounds. The other little line I have here, I've actually pulled the core out of it. I called the manufacturer the other day and asked them the questions, and they were getting a little confused why I would do that and what I was after, but in the end, he basically said it'll hold at least 75 pounds without any core in it, stripped the way I have with a knot in it, because knots reduce the strength of lines. So it's basically, you're pretty safe with either one of these. My biggest concern with this system has always been the knots, and I will say anytime you use a system like this, make sure you check your knots frequently and also check it for chafe, because just like any camera strap, they'll chafe on these lugs eventually and knots can fall out. So just preface it with that. But I've been using these for 3 years now, the same straps for 3 years, and I've never had a knot come undone. I've never had a line chafe through or any issues. So knock on wood, it's been good. So, and then let me just show you one more thing. With the hand strap on it like this, you can take your neck strap and do the same thing I did earlier, where you take the loop, pass it through the straps, and then you pass this through here. So now it's going to be a little longer than the last time. This goes over my head again like it did earlier. And then this just, it gets it further away from the body a little bit, from like down towards your belt, and gives you just a little more slack between where the loop is and the camera for shooting a little more relaxed. So depending on your preference, you might want to add this. You can get the same effect by making the body loop with the thinner material longer, but then it's in your way a little bit. So it's really up to personal preference. I prefer either going with the shortest possible loop, a hand loop in this loop, the neck strap, or just a body loop that's just long enough for the neck strap. And recently I've switched to using just this. That's about 3-4 inches long coming off the body there, and that's plenty to get this neck strap on, and it minimizes everything that's on there, because I really don't use hand straps that often either. It's more when I'm out and about, I'll throw a neck strap on there, so I take just one body and one lens. So I hope that's helpful. I'll try to add a video with some detail shots of how this all works, so you can really see the details of the loops, and I'll post some pictures as well. But I hope that helps. This is Ben Jacobson for Ben Jacobson Photo and newschoolphotography.com with a review of my hand and neck straps. Thank you.